What are you doing?
I am signing planners.
Yeah?
Let me write it and then I'll talk to you because I'm the worst about doing that. Dual purposing. We are shipping out planners left and right because y'all, we are in plan mode, right? In fact, I've been nose deep in my own planner in the preseason, early season, which is just really your planning and preparation, which super stoked. This entire video is gonna be about pretty much us planning the spring garden, which, spoiler alert, once again, we have changed the plans.
Oh.
I'm so over it, but
So funny.
I'm so over it and I'm so hopeful this will be the last time.
Me too.
Truth is though, we would have continued to do what we did last year in certain areas, but it just didn't work. Like specifically with some of the areas we planted dahlias in, like we couldn't salvage any of the dahlias. Like we literally had to throw them in the trash. So it just didn't make sense. We're excited though. We have fun content around that to share with you guys in a few months.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm trying to get these planners signed so Nathan can ship them out. If you ordered, thank you. And then we are sitting down, gonna plan out some stuff, talk through the spring garden, what we're ordering, where we're ordering seeds from, just a good old-fashioned seed starting, seed planting vlog for 2025.
Heck yeah. Exciting.
It is. No, it's super exciting. I love this time of year. It's like, I feel like I'm itching for the spring, but I love just like being nose deep in seed catalogs and figuring out what we're growing. So we're going to share with you guys some of that process, what it looks like for me and Nate planning the spring and summer garden.
Sounds like fun, babe.
All right, first things first, we gotta knock out some seed inventory. Now, if you have a planner, go ahead and flip to page 30, and this should be your first step. Figure out what you already have so that you're not over buying. If you do not have a planner, let me show you the next best thing. As you all can see here, I have not made it very far on my to-do list. So it's actually the next day. I've somewhat started my seed inventory. I'm currently looking through seed catalogs. One of the things that I really want to chat with you guys about right now is number 4, set food goals. So I'm gonna add a check mark and strike that baby out. So one of my biggest goals with the 2025 garden is self-sufficiency. Now that might seem silly in a way because we grow food year round. I would consider us pretty self-sufficient, but there are some of those core crops that Nathan and I have just never prioritized. And as I was calculating and figuring out like what we spent money on at the grocery store in 2024, these were the bulk of those things. And I thought, wow, if I'm growing all these other things and lacking all of that, kind of as a whole, how self-sufficient are we? So we are kind of just really diving into that. My goal this year with our garden spaces, self-sufficiency. Self-sufficiency. One more time, say it with me, self-sufficiency. So what does that look like for us? I really want to prioritize sweet potatoes, onions, things that store really well. We grew a lot of butternut squash, but still not even enough. Our family goes through that a ton. So really when I'm thinking about growing and that summer garden, I'm really thinking about what can I store long term and pull from all year long. And we never grow enough garlic, we never grow enough onions, and we've never successfully grown potatoes. So I really want to try that this year, along with some of the other staples that we're always growing, right? So that's our spring root crops we grow a ton of, we store a ton of, which was a lot of what I was flipping through here. You know, carrots, we're officially out of carrots and having to source those, so we'll be putting those in the ground pretty soon. But I wanted to chat with you guys about kind of this pre-season plan, which is what I would call the winter. The early season really signifies spring. That's when you can start planting some of your stuff. This pre-season planning is vital and crucial for a thriving garden. This is where you get to set intention. I told you guys my intention for our garden in 2025 is self-sufficiency. I want to grow some more of those storage crops that we never have. I want to dedicate space to those things, which is really why I haven't grown them a lot in the past. Like potatoes take up a ton of space. Butternut squashes take up a ton of space. You know, garlic and onions you have to leave in the ground for such a long period of time. And so those are things that I haven't really designated a large amount of our garden to, but I'm certainly going to do that this year so that we have a more well-rounded stock of food and we have to rely less on the grocery store for those particular crops. But before you ever grab your seed catalog, that's one of the things I really recommend you do. This is something I've done for years when I'm planning out. If I had no game plan and I just flipped through a seed catalog, you can already see all the beautiful images. I will overspend quite a lot. I will buy seeds that I never even plant. So I really think it's important to have a game plan, know what you want to plant, know the goal, also know how much do you need to buy. A lot of times we overbuy because we're fearful that we're not going to have enough, but the truth is one plant, depending on what it is, can actually produce quite a bit. So just think about that, calculate up how much to grow for your family size to really hit those goals. We have set our food goal. We're going to move into seed inventory to see what we have from last year so we can know what we actually need to buy. And then we'll get to look through the seed catalog. I'll share with you guys what I'm ordering this year. And last but not least, we will actually place our order together. Now, some people order from all over places. I'll be honest, I stick to the same supplier specifically for my vegetables, and that's Johnny Selected Seeds, not sponsored by them or anything. I just have really good luck with germination and I've ordered from them for years. So let's go find all of our seeds. Let's bring them into the living room. Let's grab our cup of coffee and let's dive in. First of all, no judgment, okay? I have been a collector of seeds for quite some time, so probably have way more than I actually need. I want to say, oh, these are all microgreens, so that's not what I'm looking for. I also have seeds kind of spread throughout everywhere. I recommend being organized, but just keeping it real. You finished school?
Yes, ma'am.
Now, I would recommend be somewhat organized, but I've got seeds in the basement, I've got seeds in the freezer, I've got seeds in my office. I have seeds everywhere. So, just a little truth bomb. This might take a minute. Whew. The real question, how many seeds are too many seeds? Some of these are super old. I'm actually just gonna be tossing a lot of those, which should kind of help me figure out where I'm at. Found the jackpot. Most of those were really old seeds I've needed to do away with for quite some time. These were all the ones that I bought and grew last year. So I'd like to go through these to make sure I'm not overbuying. So, last box. Let's get to it. So we are going to be establishing a kitchen garden in terms of perennials. That'll be a fun video. Hopefully we can start in February and share with you guys. So I mentioned self-sufficiency was really the goal for this year. We went all in on flowers. If you caught our 2024 recap update video, you know, we are kind of scaling that back a bit. Granted, we have a dear friend of ours who's an intern here on the farm. We are gonna let her have quite a bit of space to grow flowers out, and we're still gonna grow our dahlias. We're still gonna have beautiful flowers, but just not near as many. So I have so many flower seeds left over from last year. I'm not gonna need to order any of those, so I'm really just trying to think through what are the vegetables that we need. So I've kind of got a good idea here. Although it doesn't look super organized, I know what I have, and now I can figure out what we need to order, which can only mean one thing. Just dual purpose here. All right, practically already done that. We're gonna count it off. Check. Hey friends, Editing Jill popping in real quick to let you know about something. I am participating in a free online summit presented by Seed Time. It is the Seed to Harvest Summit, and what you need to know is that it is taking place February 2nd through February 6th. I'm going to be speaking on February 5th at 5 p.m. Central Standard Time, all about organic pest control. What tricks do I have up my sleeves? When to spray, when not to spray, what not to spray, all the goods. But there are so many amazing educators and contributors, and it is completely free. Completely free, and just a whole bunch of knowledge coming at you. So I hope you guys will join me for my session or any of the other amazing sessions. So maybe press pause or come back at the end of this video and check out the link in the description to register. Oh, by the way, one moment. I have these massive balloons. Any guesses what they're about? All right, we'll talk about that one in the next one. I'll get you back in the video. Next up on our list is mapping out our garden spaces while our high tunnels remain the same. Those are super easy to plant. We do have our new kitchen garden area that we need to map out. So we're gonna get this boy dressed because it's 20 degrees outside. We're gonna grab Daddy and we're gonna go out there and map it out. What do you think? You excited about that? Say, hey friends, I turned 6 months old. I turned 6 months old. Ivy June.
Yes, ma'am?
I have a really important question for you. Come here.
What?
Okay. First of all, hop down here. Squat it. There you go. Number 1, what do you want me to grow in the garden this year?
Strawberries.
Strawberries. That's a good one. Okay, number 2. You ready? This one's really important.
Okay, what is it?
If you could give one piece of advice to someone growing a garden, do you know what advice means?
No.
Okay, so if I were to ask you if you could give one piece of advice to someone growing a garden, what would it be? Mommy said my advice would be start small. Charlie's advice was grow what you eat. Dad's advice was, I don't remember, but like take it one day at a time. So if you were going to tell someone like a tip for growing a garden, what do you think your tip would be?
If you grow it, you have to eat it.
That is true. That is true. Is that Mommy's advice to you? We grow it, we're going to eat it.
Yep, because we always grow it, and we always harvest it and eat it.
That's right. And why do we like to eat the food that we grow?
Because they're healthy.
They're healthy.
And they have vitamin D.
They have vitamins and they make us what? What do we say? When we eat our veggies, we get
Strong.
That's right. We get strong from our vegetables. All right. Me and Dad are going to go outside. Do you want to come with us?
Where are you going?
Out to like the garden.
What garden? We have too many gardens.
The garden by the mural. Remember the one we were at the other day? Looking at stuff? That's where we're going.
The vegetable one?
Yeah.
The food.
Okay. Let's go get dressed, Ziggy.
Can I hug him real quick?
Yeah, you can.
Wait, hold on. Okay, kitty. I got the baby on the head. Woo, woo, woo.
Let Mommy see him. You make me nervous. Let me see him. Oh, that's sweet.
Accidentally.
So first things first, before we can go outside and start mapping the garden, it's 20 degrees outside, so you already know what we're going to be doing. Actually going with some herbal tea today. Already reached my caffeine max, so next best thing for a hot beverage. Step 2. Step 4. Should have steeped a little longer, but that's okay.
Looks like you're in.
All right, babe, will you grab me a pen and then we can head out there?
Where are we going?
Where the mural is. What do you think? You like being able to see, buddy, or no? Do you like being able to see? Huh, do you? You can see what's going on. I know. Okay, let me go get a jacket for us or we're going to freeze. Oh, here goes the pig. You see it? Yeah, okay. Oh, we're rolling. Okay.
We're rolling.
Feels good to have officially marked that off the list. So the seed inventory is done. I've looked through the seed catalogs. Nate and I just mapped out our garden space. We've set our intention and our food goals for the year. I've placed what I want in the cart for ordering seeds. So the last thing on the list is to have Nathan choose what he wants to add, and we have wrapped up planning for our spring garden. We are on day 3 of this video. I actually really kind of like sharing our life throughout the week with you guys. Actually, you can kind of see here, I'm actually editing the video that you're watching right now. Isn't that fun? So the last thing on our to-do list is to order seeds. So as I'm editing this video, I'm thinking, wow, this seems too simple, right? As we're planning and preparing for the spring and the summer garden, it seems simple. My to-do list only had a few things on it. We go through our seed inventory, we start shopping out the seed catalog, we map out the spaces that we want to grow in, we order seeds, and we set intention for the year, and we cast that vision. But the truth is, it is that simple. It gets to be that simple. And I feel like oftentimes, not only in gardening, but in so many things, we overcomplicate it because we think it has to be hard. And so as you are sitting down and you are setting intentions for your garden this year, you're mapping out your why, you're writing out your goals, you're going through your seed inventory, you're rummaging through your seed catalogs, you are mapping out your garden spaces and figuring out what you're gonna grow, what's your goal for the year. Just know it gets to be simple. It gets to be simple, and it gets to be fun, and have fun in it, because there have been years where the garden wasn't fun for me. It became a chore, it became a job, it became work, it became really complicated. And I lost that joy that I had for the garden. And I've been working really hard to restore that internal joy that just comes from sitting and relishing in the beauty, right? Of looking at the abundance that it's providing my family with. And I really encourage you guys, as you are mapping out and you're planning your spring garden, ask yourself this one question. What is going to bring you joy? What's going to bring you joy? Grow that. Plant that, pursue that. I'm taking my own advice here, and so we are going to move into ordering seeds next, but I just want you guys to know that it does get to be simple, it gets to be enjoyable, it gets to be manageable, it gets to be abundant. And sometimes I need to remind myself of that, and maybe you needed to be reminded of that as well. So now let's go order some seeds. All right, so what I just ordered, I'm actually just gonna flip the script here and show you guys. So, can y'all see that? Maybe. So I ordered from Johnny's Selected Seeds. I got the Napoli carrot and the Bolero carrot. Those are great storage carrots we absolutely love in our zone, which is zone 7. I got the Bees kohlrabi, the Indigo kumquat cherry tomato, the Dr. Witchy's tomato. All my OG followers, y'all remember when like that was the go-to tomato. So we're bringing that one back this year, baby. I got the Pink Wonder tomato, the Katrina cucumber, the Monte Gusto green bean, it's a pole bean, and then another green bean variety. The Tarek kohlrabi, Carmen pepper, Abigail tomato, and the Bravo radish. So root crops, tomatoes, cucumbers, peppers are staples. I also from row 7 seed ordered the Badger Flame beet. I highly encourage you guys, go grab a seed, go grab a packet. It's $5 for a seed packet. They've been out of stock for a very, very long time. And it is just the sweetest, most mild, versatile beet. We absolutely love it. We puree it. We make beet chips. We roast it. I mean, it's just, it is heavenly. Heavenly. And so we ordered our potatoes from Hostel. So we just did like the sampler pack, and then there were some beautiful purple tomatoes that are potatoes that we ordered. We can't order our sweet potatoes yet because they're just not available. And then we are getting all of our onions locally. We will buy them from sets from our local farmers co-op, and all of our garlic we already have in the ground. So this is just a lot of that normal, you know, spring garden. We haven't even started our medicinal garden yet, which we'll be starting seeds for that soon. I'm sure I'll do content all around that. But a lot of those main goals we had, sweet potatoes, you know, we're going to have to wait a little bit later before we can plant those. Squashes, things like that. That's more in the fall garden. So you really kind of got to figure out, when are you planting these things? When are you prioritizing those? But just like that, we have done it. We've done it. We've ordered our first round of seeds. I feel so ecstatic right now. You have no idea. There's only one thing left to do. Woo! All right, y'all. Thanks so much for hanging out with us yet again. Unfortunately, Nathan was not in this vlog a lot. He is working on a massive project right now. A massive project. In fact, I would love for you guys just to comment below what you think that project is. We have talked to you guys about this project several times over the course of a year and a half, maybe even longer. I don't know, but next week we are bringing it back, right? The full family vlog. But thank you guys so much. All the links to everything are down below. My planner, where we've ordered seeds from, all the information. But thank you guys so much. I told you all, it has been a joy to bring back these vlogs. I feel more connected with you guys than I have in such a long time. I hope you are loving this style of content. It's messy, it's chaotic, it's raw, it's real, and I hope it resonates with one of you. So thanks for hanging out. We'll see you next week.